coming from the Natty last night?
Yeah, man. I just flew back to Charlotte, was at the game with my family. Appreciate you guys having me on. I feel like this has been a long time coming. This is a career highlight. Every time you guys release like your new episode and I see who you chose over me,
Stop.
it hurts the soul just a little bit.
Dude, stop it.
We've been trying to get you on for years. You've been ducking us.
That's not true at all.
I'm just so glad that we finally freed you up here for a little divisional football talk.
It's the least I can do.
Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a Wondery show. That's right, brought to you by Reese's Oreo Cups. Dagnammit if they didn't put together two of my favorites, Reese's Cups and Oreo cookies. Doggone,
Yeah,
go get you some, man. We're your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce, my big brother Jason. Jason Kelce.
Yes, sir.
Over there with his cowboy hat on, you city slicker turned country boy.
Sarsaparilla.
Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, and or wherever you get your podcast. Follow the show on all social media for fun stuff throughout the week. Don't forget that KelseyClubhouse.com for anything New Heights and Kelce. Jason, you want to tell everybody what we have coming up on this wonderful episode?
92% is we got a great episode for y'all learning go down right here. We got everything from the divisional round, and we're going to get everything coming up in the championship round. And we got our mighty fine friend, Mr. Greg Olson, done stop by the show. But before we get into any of that, we're getting a little bit of that new news. New news is brought to you by American Express. First bit of new news, we got some great reactions from the Kelce Clubhouse. Thanks to you 92%ers. From Steph. Also, the Kelce Clubhouse is a gag, and I love the green hoodie, but I can't believe none of the new hoodies are called New Heights of Man Hoodie. I don't know what the fuck that means, but she's disappointed. What does that mean? What's a man hoodie? Is that a thing?
New Heights of Man
Are
Hoodie?
you familiar with Man Hoodie?
I'll just say it's a Life of a Showgirl reference, boys. Come on.
Man Hoodie?
To the lyric New Heights of Manhood. It is the time we were referenced in the album.
All right. New Heights of Manhood, so a man
You get
hoodie.
it. So they
All right.
made Man Hoodie. You get it.
Got it. All right. Now I get it.
There you go.
All right. Thanks, Brandon.
I didn't understand that.
Right over our heads.
Taylor's going to kill me for not knowing that.
We're not as good with the Easter eggs as these Swifties.
They sure know how to plan them and call them out. All right. What else we got?
Yeah.
A
From
little
Catherine.
the pathological people pleaser.
Love that.
Saber Babe, 13. Ooh, sounds like she's from Buffalo. I love that it's on Amazon. What a huge win for me. Prime shipping, baby. Hey,
It is nice. It is a very nice feature.
I mean,
You're not
it's
gonna lie.
honestly changed the world of ordering things. Amazon is like fucking insane.
It's wild. It's annoying not shipping with that.
They have literally everything on there. You can
Yeah.
search it in the little search bar and you got a plethora of items that you could choose from.
That they do. All right. From Pop Takes, my New Heights Show t-shirt arrived from the Kelce Clubhouse, and it's so nice. Great quality. Can't wait to wear it out of the house. I wonder which one they got. The golden baby quality is unreal. I love that shirt.
The New Heights, all right, that shirt that I was wearing last week, dude, I was wearing that all fucking day. Might have slept in it.
No judgment. No judgment. All right. From Killer Scorpio, I need crew neck New Heights sweaters. Brandon, this is somebody calling you out. Who do they have to beg? Well, ironically, it's probably not Brandon.
We'll work on it. Well, I like a good, when it goes crew neck, I like a nice knit crew neck, or a nice little fabric crew neck. So we might have to get that in there. We're working on these. And if you haven't, please check out all the great new merch at KelseyClubhouse.com.
And as of right now, this is unofficially new news, but it looks like Eric Bieniemy will be back with the Kansas City Chiefs. Trav, you and I have talked about this a lot. I know EB was a huge part of this offensive success for a while in Kansas City. You offered a lot of not just great offensive schematic coaching and play calling, but he's going to coach you hard. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. How do you feel about this?
I love that shit. I think it's great. I think it's a marriage that's going to pick up right where it left off. EB and who he is as a coach, you can see kind of his personality and what he brings to this table in that Chicago team. I know Ben Johnson has his own version of that. He's a very tough guy, and what he did in Detroit, he brought over as well. And you can see those running backs over Chicago, and their body of work was definitely a Eric Bieniemy style of football, man. And
hell yeah,
I can't wait to see him back in the building, man. He's one of my favorite coaches of all time. One of my favorite people of all time. I've had so many unbelievable, growing moments under him as a player, as a person. I just love the guy, and it's going to be awesome to see him back in the building and see him back wearing the Chiefs logo, baby.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he learned while with Ben Johnson. I mean, I think he's probably one of the most creative minds right now coaching the game on the offensive side of the ball, and to be in a building with that guy, I'd be picking EB's brain. I'd be like, yo, man, what'd you learn? What do you think? And then I also how has EB changed as a coach? Is he going to rip his shirt off? Are we going to see a shirtless EB after a game, hyping the offense up? I want to see it, the enemy. I want to see those tits out. New tits.
Who knows, man? Maybe he's elevated. He's taking his game to new heights in that regard. But it'll be awesome to see him back with the Chiefs. Final piece of new news: Jason has joined TikTok.
That's right, Travis. I've finally done it. Well, I have 2 videos. I think they're both very high quality. I was in Huntington, West Virginia, and saw this Frost Stop root beer mug twirling.
Jason, what the fuck were you doing in Huntington, West Virginia?
That's to be disclosed at a later date, but I was enjoying myself. I like the newest one. The newest one's, I like this one.
Why the fuck is your nose so big?
It's an optical illusion.
Oh, man. Dude, they're so good.
I made that one just for you, Trev.
I fucking love those goddamn candies. God damn it, I love those.
Yeah, so I'm on TikTok. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't understand how it works.
You really do have like a button nose. Like that nose is, you got like a real you got like a little marble on the end of your nose there.
That's just an illusion, I think, right?
You got kind of like a round tip of the nose.
I feel like my nose just keeps getting
close
bigger.
up like that. Oh wow, I kind of got that.
Look at that nose. How about that? Yeah. Now who's got the big nose?
That's just an Ed Kelce thing, huh? Because I definitely got an Ed Kelce snaz.
Had that rosacea or whatever that stuff was called on his nose.
What?
The doctor started yelling at him for like going out in the sun too much and not wearing sunscreen.
You're not part Croatian. You got to be. You're not meant for the sun like that. You're Irish.
You're up there in them UK islands. You don't need to be out in the sun like that.
The Welsh side of you you need to be inside,
or at least cover that nose. Just wear a hat.
All right. Well, let's not make fun of Dad. Once again, new news brought to you by American Express. Well, let's keep this thing moving into some bold topics to wrap up the divisional weekend that we just experienced. And I think we should do it with a friend.
Love that idea.
A fellow tight end you.
We need the expert of experts.
He's the only expert that I trust with anything in life.
I'm sorry to whoever's AirPods these are, because I am a waxy-eared guy. Let me tell you, you have no idea what you signed up for.
I've shared sweaty towels. I've shared a lot of things I'm not proud of. I don't think I could put another man's AirPods in my ear. Do you ever look in your case? Like, do you ever open this and...
Oh, I got to get the Q-tips. I got to clean that out, man.
It's ugly.
Get bad.
I've had to clean them.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly.
I'll just toss them and buy a new pair. I'll just eat the $1,000 for a new pair and just be like, dude.
That's like ultimate rich guy move right there.
Because I'll get the haircut and then put them in, and then so then you got wax on top of hair.
It's a dangerous game.
You get some Aperol spritzes last night at the game or what?
I would hammer an Aperol spritz right now. Can we just meet up and just get a platter of Aperol spritzes and just hammer them?
That sounds great. I don't know if you know this, Greg, but there's another person named Greg Olson on Twitter. And for some reason, I just was getting their stuff on my homepage, and they were sending out like a lot of like dry January, like no more drinking. I was like, is Greg gone dry? Is he giving up the sauce? And I thought it was you for like 3 days. I was telling people, I was like, dude, I think Greg's going through some stuff. I don't really know what's happening right now.
Nice cleanse. Nice cleanse never hurt anybody.
Listen, if I was supposed to do dry January, that lasted 25 minutes.
All righty. Stop wasting Greg's time.
Thank you for the time, big guy. This has been a long time coming, man. Oh,
Very
God.
I've never been more honored.
G-Rag on here, man.
Appreciate you guys having me on. I feel like this has been a long time coming. This is a career highlight.
Dude.
Every time you guys release like your new episode and I see who you chose over me,
Stop.
It hurts the soul just a little bit.
Dude, stop it.
We've been trying to get you on for years. You've been ducking
You're a
us.
busy man. You're a busy man.
Not true at all.
All the weekend ball coaching that you do.
True.
Just you're a tied up individual, man. And I'm just so glad that we finally freed you up here for a little divisional football talk.
It's the least I could do.
All right, I'm going to do this intro, and we'll get to this very unserious discussion between three slapdicks. Sound good?
Sounds right up my alley.
Let's do this.
All righty, we got a very special guest to help us wrap up the divisional round weekend. That's right. Our guest today is the 6'5" tight end out of the University of Miami. He's the first round pick in the 2007 draft. He played 14 seasons in the NFL, 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, first tight end in NFL history to record 3 consecutive seasons with at least 1,000 yards receiving. He's a founding member of Tight End U, and he is also a 2-time Emmy-winning broadcaster for Fox Sports. Please give us a giant welcome, 92%ers, to the best tight end on this podcast right now, Mr. Greg Olsen!
Listen, I've been a part of some cool shit in my day. I've watched you do intros over a lot of episodes on this pod for a lot of really famous people. And I'm not going to lie, I've laid in bed at night being like, I wonder what my intro would be. I wonder the energy. Is it the same when you introduce The Rock as it is when you introduce me?
Know it,
and
baby. Even more.
I have to say, everything that I dreamed of it being, it was better. It was better.
Let's go!
Especially a guy in a cowboy hat in a saloon.
He's in character right now.
A bit out of place right now.
No, dude, you're right where you need to be.
You do a great monologue. You do a great open, dude.
Dude, it's
I'm
the
trying.
best.
Hey,
it's the best.
listen.
You did black
Gotta
out, though. You
transition.
forgot to mention that he's the head coach of the undefeated Charlotte Christian Middle School football team, baby.
Thank you,
Let's
Travis.
go, boys. Let's go, boys.
Boys, now you know you've made it in life. You want to do something cool? Go coach middle school football.
Let's go.
That's how you know you've made it.
Honestly, what is it like coaching middle school football?
It's amazing. It is of all the shit that we do, it's probably like what I enjoy the most, right? So
Man.
what's cool about the age group is, so it's at the kids' school, like Trav said, Charlotte Christian. It's a K through 12 school here in Charlotte. They've got a good program. So me, Luke Kuechly, Jonathan Stewart, and my dad, we've coached it the last couple of years. Stu's kids go there. My kids go there. Luke has no kids. He's just been coaching with me for years when my 2 boys were little. So we've been doing it over there. And what's cool is, unlike the other sports, a lot of kids nowadays aren't playing football until middle school, right? The days of growing up in 1st, 2nd grade.
No.
So when we have these kids show up to our first practices in the summer, I mean, we joke that we like coach lunch. Like, we got to teach them how to buckle their shoulder pads. We got to teach them, you got kids, they're like strangling themselves.
Are you kidding me?
They can't buckle their helmets. Now they got those like now the new fancy helmets, they have like the ratchet straps.
Yeah, so
they're
it's
like
a lot easier.
stuck in their helmet. They can't get their helmets off. So like it's amazing where we start.
I can't see with this thing on.
It's literally, we are the little giants. And, so a lot of the kids, I would say well more than half, have never played football. They might have played a little flag, a little 7 of them, and then by the end of the year, after a long time, all summer, all fall, a lot of workouts and a lot of training, like what we're able to do with these, call it 13 to 15-year-old boys is, man, it's just such a great age. They take it all in. They want to be coached. They want to be pushed. It's everything you guys remember. Like, it's the most wholesome version of football you can imagine. And, we live for it, man. We love it.
Man, you got 3 all-pros on your coaching staff. That is
How lucky are these freaking kids? Oh, my gosh.
The parents in the school districts that you guys are playing got to be like, this is unfair. You can't do this.
We get after it pretty good. Yeah, we always joke with Stu. So he's done this for the last 2 years. And, at the young age, your really good players are your running backs. Right. So we joke, like, how nice is it for Stu? Like, you just get to walk in and you just get to coach like the best 3 athletes in the school that are like, you just give them the ball every time, but, and then Luke's out there teaching guys like gap fits and how we set the front and cover. I mean, it's cool. And my dad, who's out there, he's 73 years old. He was and my brother's high school football coach. He's the youngest 73-year-old you've ever met. He was a 40-year high school football coach. Me and my brothers all played for him back home. So we
Lean
It's
on him, man. You know it.
amazing.
That's so much fucking fun.
It's
That's
amazing.
awesome, man.
Me and
Yeah,
Jason, we talk about this with our really more so with our college buddies than anybody else, but we talk about it all the time. And like one day just getting into like a middle school, high school coaching deal. And it's just the fact that you got to do it with the guys you played with too, man, and your father. That's got to be so epic, man.
Do it. If you guys get a chance to do it, I promise, like, of all the cool shit that you get to do and the experiences and all that, like the purpose and the connection and seeing these young boys like grow up in front of your eyes and like the light go off, it's pretty special. And, like we can't wait. We'll start here after spring sports end and we'll get back ripping into the summers and everything. But it's everything you think it is. It's even better.
I love it, man.
That's awesome. Do you find that former tight ends and linebackers make the best coaches? Because you guys kind of got to know everything on both sides of the ball.
You know, I talk about, because people ask me that a lot about like the TV stuff, right? So like, I think what's unique about tight end and even what you guys did with the offensive line, I just think back to when I played, we sat in on so many different meetings, right? I would sit in I started every single day for 9 years in Carolina in the offensive line room. When the special teams guys were doing their meeting, I was in there with the offensive line and was in their run game installs, all their pass pro meetings, all their stuff with our offensive line coach, John Matsko. Like, so that's where I started my day. And then I would jump out of that and go into the offensive pass game install and then sit through hot reads and coverages and pass game. So the point of saying all that, like now as I find myself doing the TV or even just coaching middle school kids, I spend every waking second with the offense and the defensive line. I do very little in the pass game. We're blocking. We're taking angles, step, footwork, splits, stance, combination blocks, double teams, angles. Like, and it's just the perspective that I was around.
Jason
Not that
was right now.
I certainly didn't make a living on double team blocks, but I've heard and watched a lot of really. I've coached enough, right? I watched Ryan Khalil. I watched him back block on counter. I watched how they taught guards to make sure you're going into the line of scrimmage to get on kick. Like, I was around it, experienced it. And you want to have a good middle school football team, have a good offensive line. You have a good offensive line, you're going to dominate people because nobody can block.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's also hard to have like a high-powered passing attack in middle school.
Well, pass protection's a bitch.
Yeah, pass protection is rough.
We're not sorting anybody on the backside 4 week. We're not sliding the protection, okay? It's a lot of like play action, bootleg, move the pocket. We're and anything you do from the pocket is we're gap protection. Everyone's got your inside gap. Back's got the edges. We're building a wall. And if the quarterback doesn't throw it to the first or second guy,
we got a 3-step drop. Yeah. There is no progression here. Yeah. That's too far, man.
But it's cool. I'm sure you guys like everything about my career. I enjoy so much of the stuff that I didn't necessarily do personally, but I was exposed to. I use more of that knowledge, like now secondhand, passively into my career and also just into my coaching more so than teaching a tight end how to run a stick route. Like it doesn't really come up as much.
God.
Makes sense.
I love it, man. Well, good luck to the boys this year.
Appreciate you.
Still middle school, right?
Yeah, I got one more year. My seventh grade, your boy TJ, my seventh grader.
Let's go.
He's got one more
tight end, baby. Let's go, Teach.
Fellow tight end. He's getting big now. He's getting tall. He's long.
There we go. There we go.
He wears 87. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why would you wear that number?
Sometimes it's the only number there that makes sense, Jason.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I get it.
All right, here we go, baby. How we feeling after the Natty, man? Miami obviously they weren't able to pull it off, but it was a fun game to watch and follow along to, man. Indiana they just had it rolling this year, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think what was so cool. It was a clean game, right? There wasn't a lot of controversy. Obviously the last pick by Carson Beck was the only turnover. Like it was a good, clean football game. Our offense really struggled in the first half, came to life there in the second, and then the game kind of flipped. Our offense came to life. We were going up and down the field. Passing game started clicking. And we scored multiple, back-to-back possessions there at the end, and we just couldn't get a stop.
Yeah.
Right? The 2 4th downs were throwing back shoulder fades, and of course the 4th down quarterback draw was a hell of a play by Mendoza. So, it sucked pulling out of there. My wife and I both went to Miami. Our family members went to Miami. Like we're Miami got, through and through. And pulling out of the stadium and being on a flight full of Indiana fans this morning, leaving Lauderdale was not the best feeling. But I'll tell you what, Mario Cristobal, man, he's a stud. He was my tight end coach in college, actually. And
really?
Oh, wow.
Now, obviously, so he recruited me when he was at Rutgers early on in his career. Eventually, became the tight end coach in Miami at the end of my career for a couple of years, and then went off to FIU and went off and did his head coaching stuff. So the fact that he's back home, has them back on the national stage, would have been a storybook ending for him to win. Miami guy, grew up there at home, but wasn't meant to be. The other Miami guy, Mendoza, he got the storybook ending, but tough one to walk out of. But man, it was, what a moment. So cool. Connect with all former players, connect with guys I went to school with, and just kind of rally around a school that we all take a lot of pride in.
Hell yeah, man.
That's awesome, man.
So what was your freshman year? What year was it?
Yeah, so I was 03, so I got there in the fall of 03. Yeah, so we were on the heels. So my junior year in high school, we beat Nebraska. My senior year in high school, we lost to Ohio State. So that I was my freshman year. We went to the Orange Bowl. Back it was like the BCS and all that back then. So we didn't play. We never played for a national title when I was there. We played in the BCS Bowl my freshman year. I was a red shirt. I was scout team. But I'm breaking the huddle on the scout team, and the scout team defense is Sean Taylor and Entrell Roll and Vince Wilfork and Jonathan Vilma and DJ Williams and Kelly Jennings. I mean, there was like 7 first-round picks just on defense.
You're looking at a safety literally the same size as you.
Trav, if you would have seen Sean Taylor,
holy shit,
like live and in person,
dude, no way.
Now, mind you, I came from North Jersey. Like, we played high school football, but back then, like, you never played football outside of your little bubble.
Right.
So I went to like a summer camp here and there, but it was no pads, and it just wasn't like kids are exposed to now, where every kid in California, every kid in Ohio, every kid in Florida. It wasn't the case back then. So I show up, man, and I'm a 225-pound, 18-year-old freshman. And Sean Taylor, he looked like he was 6'8".
Dude.
And he's got the rainbow visor. And
The tape on the face mask. You know it, man.
I was like, what am I? Yeah, the tape on the bars. I'm like, what am I doing here? This is so stupid. Why am I here?
That's so crazy.
It was awesome and just a great part of my life. And to see them back now and the guys feel prideful again and the country kind of take notice of them, it's been fun.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
I don't think kids now have no idea. Like, they weren't around when it was happening, but like the Miami, like, it wasn't even just that they were good. It was that they were, the 30 for 30 on him says it so perfectly from back in the day too, but the like swagger and it was like the bravado that Miami had. It was on top of all that other stuff. So college football is just better when Miami is balling out. So
I agree. Well, I'm glad you guys feel that way, because our Miami guys are a little obnoxious, like they walk around and, they, especially probably of the last like 20 years, we didn't accomplish shit. Like, we all were in Miami, but we didn't actually like win anything worth meaning, but like we still acted like we did.
Yeah, but
baby.
I think that Miami though, it feels like, there's a confident like swagger to it, but it doesn't feel like conceited, kind of like arrogant, like pompous. You know what I mean? Like that, those are the type of ones that you really get upset with. Like Miami's like a bunch of dogs that are just like achieving their dreams and love playing the game. That's kind of the vibe I always got.
Yeah. That's
you know what I mean? There's like a little bit of a difference.
Doubt. The thing about Miami guys is the high energy and the things they say, but they were like, you said it, like they were dogs, man. Like they were the hardest working guys in college, the hardest working guys in the league. Like everybody that came out of Miami, everybody that I played with in the NFL, Miami guys, you never had to worry about like their work ethic, how hard they competed, their toughness.
Yes.
Like, and I think that's why they always had the respect of their teammates and the respect of everybody around them.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Thank you to our sponsor, Reese's Oreo Cups.
Oh yeah. Reese's Cups with Oreo cookie crumbs. It's what we've been asking for.
That's what we've been asking for. It's what everybody's been asking for.
How about it, man? Seriously, can anyone name a more legendary snack than Reese's and Oreo?
Probably
you
not.
put them together and it's like, it's perfection.
I don't think I can name a better one. I mean, I eat a lot of snacks too. I consider myself a snack expert.
I am a snack, candy, cookie expert, and nothing fucking compares.
Nothing is beating Reese's Cups with Oreos.
Get your Reese's Oreo Cups today, wherever candy is sold.
Reese's Oreo Cup, the cookie crumbs, the ultimate snacking legend. Thank you to our partner, American Express.
If there's one thing that can get us through long winters, it's a good, hearty meal with good company.
Yeah, there's really nothing like it. And, when you can be rewarded for those meals, it's unbeatable.
When you use the newly enhanced American Express Platinum Card, you get access to dining benefits at over 10,000 U.S. Resi restaurants.
That means when you enroll, you can get up to $100 back every 3 months on eligible Resi purchases at Resi restaurants.
With these dining benefits, premium travel perks, entertainment options, and award-winning American Express service, well, you know what they say.
There's nothing like Platinum. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withplatinum. Thank you to our partner, Adobe Acrobat Studio.
How about it? Acrobat has been reimagined with brand new features like PDF spaces to help you be way more productive in way less time.
That's right. Meetings, projects, maybe even a podcast prep can all be streamlined with this tool.
All right. Now, Brandon, can you give us a hand here in showing the good people of the 92% community how to use these incredible new features?
92%ers, you might not believe it, but prepping this podcast does in fact take time. Every weekend, we've got hours of highlights and game notes to go through from every game over the weekend and across the internet. And between group chats, Slacks, different kinds of docs, Jake just texted me random stuff on the side about the Jets that I don't care about. It takes a lot to coordinate all this, right? But with PDF Spaces, the New Heights team can drop files or paste text with all of our notes, links, articles, and then use the AI assistant to generate callouts for the show when recapping all the weekly NFL games to help build out the show rundown. Acrobat Spaces gives us the ability to consolidate all the content from across the internet and lets our team pick only the best stuff to keep in the show. We can drop all of our files into one PDF space and help us come up with the best stuff for the guys to talk about. It does make being an intern a lot easier.
So if you want to be like our intern and save yourself and your team a ton of time, check out Adobe Acrobat Studio at adobe.com/do-that-with-acrobat.
All right, let's talk some pro ball, man. Let's talk some divisional round from last week, man. We had some great games, and our first one I wanted to get into was this Bills-Broncos game. Right now, Bills are taking some heat, man. They fired McDivitt. Josh is taking
McDermott.
Damn it.
Do it
They
again.
fired McDermott. They fired McDermott, and
This TV shit ain't easy.
dude,
That's right.
names the worst over here, the absolute worst.
It is hard.
And by the way, I have to give you flowers from the jump. You are the best at it right now, brother. My favorite to listen to. 92%ers. I don't give a shit if you think I'm biased. This man is the best calling the games right now, and I fucking love every single game that I get to listen to.
Thanks, buddy.
I love my guy Troy at ESPN. Troy and Joe Buck are phenomenal.
Yeah, they do great.
I'm not trying to throw shade anywhere, but I will say it's pretty routinely acknowledged from players that Greg offers some of the best insight of all time calling games.
And he makes it fun,
there's-
man. It's
I
high
just think there's
energy. It's
something-
good times, baby.
Well, it's high energy, it's good times, but there's really good insight that I think you could tell. I mean, everybody's brought this up. Like, you're the son of a coach. Like, the way you think about the game is very holistic. You're very caught up with the analytics. Like, I'm not telling you anything you know, but as a player, we all just enjoy how much you put into it, and it's apparent. And it's every time I get the chance to listen to Greg Olson, I come away learning something as a professional player that played 13 years, which I think is just awesome.
Means a lot. I appreciate that, guys. I enjoy doing it, and coming from you guys, I know you're not biased. I know it's not. I get it.
Dude,
But,
Dude,
no, I
stop.
appreciate
Don't
it.
even, yeah.
It means a lot more coming from you guys than you know, so I appreciate that.
All right, now let's get into this Bills-Broncos game right now. The Bills are taking some heat. McDermott just got canned, and Josh Allen is getting some heat for not beating the Broncos. Thoughts on the game, Greg?
Yeah, just kind of an interesting divisional weekend, right? You had two overtime thrillers. You had one just absolute dog of the game that got away up in Seattle. And then one kind of a clunky game with the Texans, and, that game kind of got weird and whatnot. And New England played well enough, didn't necessarily play great, but, just a struggle. So it was kind of a weird weekend all around. Usually the divisional round is when it gets really fun. It kind of flipped this year. The wild card weekend was incredible. I mean, every game was down to the wire for the most part. But, you brought up the Bills. I hate it for McDermott. So McDermott got hired there from Carolina. He was our coordinator. We had a lot of success with him. Brandon Beane, the general manager, he was the assistant general manager. He cut his teeth here in Carolina, and McDermott brought Brandon from us to Buffalo. So to see them kind of have to start from scratch, I love McDermott. They've been there for 9 years. A lot of those coaches are guys that I played for and worked with, so you guys know it sucks to see guys lose their job in any team, right?
Yeah,
no one roots for coaches to be fired. Players especially hate it. The one thing about the league is, change is inevitable. And, you have a guy like Josh Allen and, here you are year after year, just getting right to the end and they just can't get over the hump. And then I think, a lot of people saw this opportunity with you guys, Trav, not being in it for the first time in a while. I think a lot of people saw this as Josh's opportunity to like, all right, get over the hump, right? No Mahomes, no Burrow, no Lamar, get those premier guys out of the way, and here's your opportunity. But, as you guys well know, it's never as simple as that. I think while Josh Allen is incredible, and I'd argue he's the best player, if not he's the top 3 player on any given year in the league. But, the roster, they got holes. They had issues. You'd have given up 30 plus on defense, and certainly he made his fair share of mistakes in that last game, but
the excitement around Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift has entered a new phase. After months of romance headlines and a highly publicized engagement, attention has shifted to what comes next. This time, the buzz is not coming from fans or insiders but from inside the Kelce family itself. A candid podcast moment has sparked fresh discussion and sent social media into overdrive. What makes the story click is its familiarity. Beneath the fame, luxury, and packed schedule sits a very real family conversation about marriage, children, and expectations. It is the kind of pressure many couples face, only amplified by celebrity status. That blend of humor and honesty is why this moment has resonated far beyond sports and pop culture circles. The conversation unfolded on the New Heights, where Jason Kelce spoke openly about their mother's hopes. While chatting with guest Deion Sanders, Jason admitted that their mom is not being subtle. That's true. She has said that. She has made that comment. She has put some pressure on him, he said, confirming that Donna Kelce is eager to welcome another grandchild. Travis responded with humor, pointing out the current family ranking. Listen, right now, Mom has Jason at number 1 because he has kids. Jason, who shares 4 children with his wife Kylie, clearly understands why the spotlight has shifted. Sanders added fuel to the moment with a playful jab, asking Travis, "What are you waiting on, Dad?" The timing only adds to the intrigue. Travis recently spoke with Jimmy Fallon about his future with Swift, confirming that the wedding planning is the next step and confidently stating, "It's gonna be easy." Still, football remains his priority for now. As he joked, "I just gotta figure out a football game first." That's gonna be easy compared to figuring out how to catch AF ****ing goddamn football. For fans, this glimpse into family life has made the couple feel even more relatable. It is not just about fame anymore. It is about real conversations, real pressure, and what the future might hold.